Happy Tuesday, November 26th. So today we got abs and glutes on the agenda from this guy. And conditioning wise, you get a buy-in of running, a nice little Metcon with a lot of core work, some shoulder work, and then another buyout with some more running. And remember with that running, guys, today, just like we talked about last week, is try to modify, either reduce the distance of the run or get out there and walk, get some sunshine, and do some good outdoor work for your body. All right. Warm-up wise, we'll hit a lot of the movements that we'll do later in the in the conditioning portion. So you'll learn, if you've never done something like an overhead walk before, you'll learn it during your warm-up. Remember with that overhead walk, it's a single dumbbell. You'll do your presses and then keep it up on the last one and do your walk inside. All right, 25 feet down, 25 feet back. Remember, keep that bicep like right to your ear as you're doing that walk. Keep the core tight, just as we talked about last week. We don't want to arch that back. All right, so make sure core stays tight. We're not arching that back just to keep that weight up. We should be in a nice streamlined position with that overhead walk with a straight arm the entire time. If you start bending it down, it's either too heavy or take a little break.
The biggest tip I have for you guys for making sure you have a tight core, think about someone about to punch you right in the stomach and you want to brace yourself. That's how you should that's how you should feel all the time, guys.
All right. Abs and glutes.
Abs and glutes, all right, ladies and gentlemen, you all will love this one, all right? So if you come to my Sundays or my Wednesdays, you already know a little bit of what we're gonna do, all right? So we're gonna get into some reverse monster walks, we're gonna get some kickbacks, we're gonna get some side kicks. It's all gonna be done with the mini band, all right? A lot of the things that you've already done. The ab work, some things you haven't done, all right? This nice little hollow body crucifix position is going to be implemented very much now here at Aspire because it seems to be pretty hard and it seems to be pretty effective, all right? We're going to be opening up that chest, we're going to be working on the shoulders as well as working on that core, working on those obliques, and also working on that nice little V lines going into the quad. So it's a very, very good movements. We're going to be doing flutter kicks, we're going to be doing scissor kicks, as well as a hollow hold. All right. For some of you, if that hollow position is not hard enough, we can give you some dumbbells to hold. You might be able to hold the 5-pound dumbbells, maybe even the 10-pound dumbbells. But if it's not hard enough, we'll make it hard enough. All right.
Remember on that hollow hold, I like to start in like a cannonball position, getting my lower back down against that mat or that floor. We don't want to have this this curvature, this natural curvature of our cervical spine, of our lumbar spine, and we want to actually press it up against the ground and make sure we're really engaging the abs. So if you lose this and you start getting here, get back into your cannonball position and fix it. If the hollow body holds too hard, get that dead bug position. So knees bent, hips bent, and arms just straight up in the air. On the bands, do we want to do knees or do we want to do ankles for that mini band?
Definitely the knees.
Okay.
Most tension, most friction above the knees for sure.
Perfect. That's abs and glutes. Then we'll get into our conditioning, buy-in, fitness. You got a 400-meter run. Performance, you have a 600-meter run. Remember, a 400-meter or 600-meter run for an elite athlete, here probably takes 2-3 minutes. 400, maybe similar if you're running a little bit slower. So once again, if you're out there walking, maybe a 200 is right for you, maybe even 300 if you're walking at a pretty good pace. That's the buy-in and buy-out. Then you'll have those movements that we did during the warm-up, the single arm press and the dumbbell walk. In the presses, I usually like to keep a dumbbell in a neutral position. This isn't wrong, it's just anytime we use a barbell, we're here. So when I have a dumbbell, I like to take advantage of being in a neutral grip. Just kind of hits a little bit different position on the shoulder. And in the middle of that, you do have either ab mat sit-ups, so make sure you grab your ab mat, or get on the GHD. If there's multiple of you using the GHD, coordinate it before you start going and make sure that you guys have some sort of plan in order to both use the GHD or the group of you to use the GHD together. So it's not like a weird thing if I planned on using it, but Jordan gets there first and I don't know what to do. Let's coordinate it beforehand. So talk about that amongst yourselves, all right?
Nice, yes. Yeah, and I also would like to say again, going back to bracing yourself and holding that dumbbell overhead, you have some abdominal exercises in there, so make sure you take that opportunity to really focus on engaging that core. Use those obliques that you never use those abs that you never use, so that when you go to that overhead walk, you're like, oh wow, this is super easy because I'm super tight here. All right, so stay tight.
Cool. Have a great workout, guys. See you tomorrow.
Adios.